Welcome to Stories Behind the Objects, where we take a close-up look at a Museum of the Rockies artifact in 5 minutes or less. This week, let's take a look at two artifacts that connect our cultural history collection with our paleontology collection, these campaign buttons supporting Maiasaura for Montana State Fossil. These buttons are from 1985, making them some of the more recent objects in our history collection, and they were designed by 6th grade students in Livingston, Montana. These students were instrumental in getting a state fossil recognized. There's a large diversity of fossils found in Montana, so why was the Maiasaura chosen? For a few really good reasons. The first Maiasaura specimen was found in Montana in the late 1970s near Shodo. It was described in 1979 by future Museum of the Rockies curator Jack Horner and his research partner, Bob Makala. The area where the species was found came to be known as Egg Mountain, due to further discoveries there of a nesting colony with associated fossils, ranging from eggs to baby, juvenile, and adult dinosaurs. The fossils helped paleontologists determine that the species raised its young, rather than abandoning the nest after laying eggs. This was never before seen evidence of complex behavior in dinosaurs, and also earned the Maiasaura its name, which means good mother lizard. Now we know why the Maiasaura was special, but how did it become the state fossil, and where do the 6th graders come in? We need to fast forward a few years to 1984, when a man named Ben Veach of the Montana State Council of Rocks and Minerals began a campaign to make Maiasaura the state fossil. Ben was from Livingston, Montana, and thought the Maiasaura was special enough to become the state fossil, but he couldn't do it alone. He soon got the help of a 6th grade teacher named Helen Peterson, and her whole class at Livingston Middle School got involved. The students wrote letters to the governor and to legislators. They also sent petitions to schools around the state and got more than 8,000 signatures. When the state fossil bill went to a hearing, 130 students traveled from Livingston to the Capitol in Helena. They wore dinosaur t-shirts and brought with them dinosaur-themed banners, poems, and speeches. One student even wrote a book, seen here, which is also part of the museum's history collection. The students also baked and decorated 2,000 Maiasaura-shaped cookies and brought them to the Capitol to share. Who could say no to dino-shaped cookies? And, of course, they made and wore dinosaur pins. The Montana House passed the bill unanimously. The Senate also passed it after first debating if the Tyrannosaurus rex was maybe a better choice. But the Maiasaura prevailed and became the state fossil on February 22, 1985. The bill was signed into law by Governor Ted Schwinden, using the pen that you see here, which is also in the museum's collection. 1985 was a big year for the Maiasaura. Fresh off the win for state fossil, a piece of fossilized bone from a baby Maiasaura and a piece of Maiasaura eggshell went on a NASA mission on Space Lab 2, becoming the first dinosaur to go to space. Don't worry, Museum of the Rockies has an artifact to commemorate that event too, the t-shirt seen here. In less than 6 months, the Maiasaura became the state fossil and the first dinosaur in space. Pretty impressive for a dinosaur that had been discovered just 7 years earlier. Interestingly, like the Maiasaura, the grizzly bear had become the state animal a few years earlier, also thanks to students. The Secretary of State had sponsored a program for students to help choose the state animal, with a goal of having students understand the importance of an individual's vote. Clearly, the students took that message to heart when it came time to campaign for state fossil. So the next time you think your voice won't make a difference, remember that sometimes all you need for change is excitement and dedication. And don't forget about the cookies.